Back when horses were the main means of getting around, every town had at least one blacksmith shop. Well, just as transportation has changed, so has the role of the village smithy. Ken Wilshire went to Cannonburg Village in Murfreesboro and discovered how some blacksmiths today are turning out more than just horseshoes.
It's dirty, dusty, deafening, and can be dangerous. And if this isn't enough, it's also smoky and smelly. But these modern-day blacksmiths love it.
It's all about the fun and the camaraderie of the guys enjoying it. Enjoy the art of blacksmithing.
Rutherford County Blacksmith Association President Clint Busby says it's a weekly event here at Cannonsburg Village in Murfreesboro. Students of this almost forgotten art come here to hone their metalsmithing skills.
It's a state group, and we're one of the 10 forges that belong to this organization. There's groups all throughout the U.S. And the resurgence in blacksmithing, I'm not sure exactly why, but I got a waiting list of people that are waiting to join our group and learn how to do this.
I'm not going to hit it, I'm just going to show you. You can take it and just get it hot.
It's all hands-on instruction by some of the most talented and experienced blacksmiths in this part of the country.
If it's the color of the fire, that's good. You can work with that. Just roll, gentle roll, yeah, and then work your way down to the point. You're getting there.
We wanted to get that little piece out.
And then we need that little tip on the end, and you may end up with a little bit of a flat spot, but that's okay.
You process through 10 projects. You do the S-hooks, then you do a pot rack and hot dog forks, a fire poker and a big door knocker and things like this. And so in the different projects you make, you come out learning that technique. So when you're all done, you have the basics to say you won't get hurt, and you kind of know what you're doing a little bit. That's amazing.
That's one of the beautiful things about this. They're all volunteers here. You know, everybody's here for the craft. Professionals taking time out from their jobs and will spend a weekend teaching us their techniques. It's a wonderful thing.
There really is something alluring about working with white-hot steel, and I just had to find out what it is.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to bring that metal from parallel to a taper, a four-sided taper.
And that's all blacksmithing, that's how it all starts.
Right? I can't stand here right now and think of anything that I would start blacksmithing that I would not use a tape, start with a taper.
This thing here? Well, all right, let's give it a shot here. Here we go.
Now, it might be a real different taper, but it...
All righty. Yeah, with me doing it, it will be a different
type of taper. We would...
Yeah, it will be a different type. Okay.
Come back on the anvil a little bit. There you go. You got the right pitch in the hammer. Exactly right. If I could teach all my new students to do that, I'd be in business. But you're letting the point get over and see it's putting a knob on it.
Put it back here?
When that happens, pull it back, lay it flat, and straighten this out.
Something happens at some point, and you can see them, it just clicks. It might be difficult for some catch on fast, some are slower, but at some point, they realize, wow, I've got it. And when you see that spark, like, wow, and they start doing things without you telling them. If they show you a project they've done, and they tell you what's wrong before you do, then you know you're doing something right.
So I'm gonna wait to a chandelier?
You're pretty far along. Yeah. Another 1,500 hours you'll have.
Yeah, really.
You won't find horses waiting to be shod or a farmer in need of a new plow. Instead, when these craftsmen call it a day, there are candelabras, coat hooks, and metal creations galore. But it takes practice and patience.
And you see these students that, they had a hardest time making a simple S-hook. And I tell them, don't give up. It'll evolve and you'll realize later on, it was really easy. And then they're making these beautiful pieces of art. It just makes you, it makes you feel like this art of blacksmithing is going to be saved, because they're going to keep teaching, and everybody's going to keep learning and teaching. And the more people that know, it won't be lost.
Just drop it. There you go. There you go.
Smells bad.
Well, it may not be a glamorous art form with all its hazards and hard work, but for thousands of years, blacksmiths were as necessary as doctors and teachers. So thanks to groups like the Rutherford County Blacksmith Association, we'll forge ahead with the clanging of hammers on hot steel and continue to enjoy the beautiful creations of this ancient art.